Welcome everyone to VCT Pacific Stage 1 press conference. We have PRX with us. We have Coach Alex. Starting from your left, Mindfreak, Forsaken, Jing, Dubai, something. We have, let's begin by hearing short comments on today's game from the coach.
Hello. Yeah, very happy to have won. I think we haven't won in BO5 in a while, so this was an important game for us. We really wanted to win it more than anything else. It was really difficult because I think Gen.G prepared extremely well for us. Like it was extremely well prepared, and like we had to adapt in game, and it was very hard. So we're happy to get over the hump.
팀원들에게 모두 행복한 결과인 것 같고요. 사실 페이퍼렉스가 BO5 그러니까 다전제를 이긴 게 좀 꽤 됐기 때문에 이번에 이렇게 다전제를 이길 수 있어서 너무 행복하다고 얘기를 하고 젠지가 준비를 너무 잘해와서 좀 인게임에서 그때그때 변화를 많이 줬어야 했고 대처하는 데 애를 먹었지만 승리할 수 있어서 행복하다고 합니다. ASMR.
Okay, for daily, this is from Daily News and Fist Bump. For Alex, how do you feel about Jing's performance during this entire stage? How impactful is he to the current roster?
I think everyone could see that when he started off, it was a little bit rusty. Took him a couple of games to get going, but I think we tried our best to make sure that it was as comfortable as possible. I mean, we understand that like if you come out of competitive games for like 9 months and then you suddenly have to play against the best Asia has to offer, it's really hard, you know. Very happy for him. I think he's super crucial to our. He's super important part of our team, just like anyone else. You know, like I cannot imagine my team without any of these 5 players. So just missing one person and having, you know, I mean, this is no knock to Chaya. You know, I think we could have done very well with Moniet too. It's amount of time we've spent together. You know, and that's hard to replace. If you give us time with anyone, I'm sure we'll make it work. But as far as it goes, I think yeah, very important for us to replicate our previous chemistry.
All right, one more question for Alex. Do you feel like your team has gone back to the old form, or did your team change in any way compared to the 2023 PRX?
I mean, I like to think that we're better this year. I think you have to improve year on year, you know, and the competition is just going to get harder. The fact that we're still standing here before you as champions for the mid split, I think it's a good sign in terms of our progress. I think we are getting better. I hope that we can continue this trajectory and always make sure that we are like challenging for titles.
One more question for Coach. This is from One Esports. Before the grand finals, your team only suffered 1 loss. Can you share the backstory behind PaperX exceptional form?
I mean, I guess it's just hard work, you know. I think having Jing back gave us a mental boost. You know, it just feels like we have the same people that we were for champions. You know, it feels like we can like, you know, with money we were rebuilding, right? And then when Jing comes back, it's to add on what we had previously. You know, so I mean, it's just good for us to push ourselves more. I think we worked very hard to split. I mean, it wasn't easy, you know. Coming back from Madrid, we had no time, you know, and then having a new player come in was also no time, you know. So we had to like put in double the effort, and I just want to praise the boys, you know. I think they did exceptionally well in like riding the storms, you know. And losing to Secret, you know, that's a tough game where we had to really like Aaron said on stage, we had to put our hearts out, you know, and really discuss what was wrong with our game so that we could take another step forward. And I think we did that today.
All right, this is the following question. What does the coming Masters Shanghai mean for PaperX?
I mean, we want to win the title, you know, and being able to start in the playoffs is a good sign. I mean, good start for us. We can skip like difficult teams in the group stages. You know, double elim in the playoffs is always good. Time to practice and reinvent ourselves. I think more so any Masters events in Asia is something that like we hold dear, you know, even if it's in China, like not the part of the Pacific region. But I think, you know, like we are Asians after all, and China is part of Asia, you know, that kind of thing. And to win on, I would say, home soil would mean a lot for us. In addition, it's the same for Seoul, you know, like these are tournaments that we really want to perform well in.
All right. This question is for 4 second from Dunia Games. With Jing, your team's performance is back to the track again. How confident are you to beat all the teams in Shanghai?
For confidence, obviously I feel like we confidence. But still, I think we need to be improved still because in Shanghai, new patch, right? So we have to change something. I would say we need to change the meta again. So yeah,
Okay, one more question for 4 second. What do you think about the new format in Masters Shanghai?
what do I think? Oh well,
The pick the teams thing. That's the new format. Yeah, that's the new format. And Swiss, but we're not playing Swiss.
uh, I don't know. I mean, obviously we top first seed, we get the advantage to pick, right? I think I would say, huh, fun? Yeah, I think it's quite fun actually to pick the team that. I mean, if we lose, it's gonna be
Yeah, it's like if we pick a team and we lose, it's like a bit of a troll thing.
comedy.
Yeah. It's gonna be comedy. So I guess it's fun for it's fun for the viewers. Maybe for us, doesn't really bother us, right? We just try our best
We
regardless.
try our best. I think. I think we just try our best. Whoever we pick.
Okay, this question is from Spin Esports for Mindfreak. What do you think of the team's Icebox? Why do you think you struggled in that map?
Uh, I'm not sure. I guess I'm just not. I don't know how to say it actually. Maybe just having a bad day actually. I'm not so sure. I wasn't feeling like nervous or excited or whatsoever on Icebox, but I don't know. I guess it's like a rough day for me actually. So yeah, it's fine.
Uh, all right, this for 4 second. This is from Spin Esports. Any players you look forward to meeting later in Shanghai? Can you give us some messages for the fans who will be supporting you in Shanghai?
Mm, I would say I think Buster, Snapping Buster. I always want to meet their team as well. Try to get the revenge for this time. Hopefully, if we meet them. I think for the fans, thank you so much for keep supporting us, and we'll try our best in Shanghai. And I hope you guys gonna be fun to watch us later in Shanghai. So yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry. One more question for 4 second. This is from Daily News and Spin Esports. Looking ahead to Masters, is there anything in particular that the team would like to do in Shanghai? Any places you guys would like to visit, foods you'd like to try, or attractions to explore?
I think definitely the first time we reach there, I want to try the hot pot in there. I think it will be very nice to try the hot pot in China.
Hmm. For Alex, this is from Fist Bump. We saw you're crouching under your desk during the tech pause. Did you actually break the desk?
I mean, I saw it going around that it's a good thing I break the desk. There was a loose cable on the PC, and when I stretch forward and I'm sitting down, if I touch it by accident, it turns off the PC. So what happened was, I was on the table, man. No, what happened was I just leaned back like this, and my leg went forward, and I touched it. So the second time it happened, we went to look, and I went to figure out why it was happening, and I managed to push the cable back in. So that's why it didn't happen after that. But it's not me. It's not the table, man. The table, good quality. Very good table. It's still working.
Okay. For Jing, how do you feel about your performance as the MVP? Do you think your short break affected your play in any way?
I think we definitely did because we started out not as strong, I guess. Like for Gen.G, they played yesterday, so I guess they still have the momentum. But for us, yeah, I mean, I guess we just needed some time to like warm up. So yeah, that's why we didn't play that well in the first match.
Back to Alex. Walk us through your map veto today. Are you surprised with Genji's map pick and map ban?
I think Gen.G prepared to play Lotus, Sunset, and Bind, and I think us picking Icebox third was good for us. But I think they already knew that they were not gonna play Breeze and Exit because those maps we've been keeping for a while. So I mean, I think we played into their hands a little bit. Maybe we should have gone to Icebox first, but I mean, in the end, I think it worked out for us. I do think that we should have played a better Lotus and probably ended it earlier. but props to them. I mean, their preparation for like Lotus and particularly Bind was really really good. You know, very very well prepared.
This question can be answered by anyone in the team. Gen.G had a 100% win rate on map 2 Sunset with the same agent comp this season. Did this affect PRX's agent comp, and how did the team prepare to counter this play?
I mean, I think they only played 2 games with it, so we didn't have much info on it. Thankfully, it didn't look like they changed very much, so we had a decent read on it. We didn't change any agent comps, but we did like adjust positionally to how we thought they were gonna play, and also our game plan was different compared to other teams. Just simply because, like, I mean, certain things a jet can do, a race can, but I mean, it was just mainly playing around the jet because everything else was pretty similar.
Okay, that's all for pre-submitted questions. We'll now open up the floor for on-site live questions. 현장에 계신 기자님들 질문 받도록 하겠습니다.
네, 감독님, 알렉스 감독님께 질문입니다. 오늘 경기 전체적으로 초반에 리드하다가도 다시 젠지에게 추격을 허용하는 듯 많이 엎치락뒤치락하는 모습을 보였는데 이유가 있다면 무엇인가요?
This question is for Coach Alex. Now, throughout the series, there were a lot of moments where you guys had a huge lead, but you kind of allowed Gen.G to crawl back and get back into the game. Why do you think that is? Do you feel like there's a specific reason from Paper X's side?
I mean, apart from the fact that they play really well after timeouts and like they're super confident, I think us too. I think we can be a bit more like we were a bit worried about what they would do rather than what we normally do, and I think that put us on the back foot. You know, and sometimes in this game you win certain rounds, some crucial rounds. You know, it can really affect the players. You know, it's the manner of way we lose. Also, sometimes like we throw away a 5v3 lead, that kind of thing. It can really bother us. You know, because we're trying our best to be as perfect as possible. You know, and these kind of rounds like it can really bother you. So this game was really fought on like the mental side. You know, like we really had to make sure that we didn't let Texture overheat. I mean, heat up, which he did. You know, I mean, he played really, really well, and we had to like better our own selves. You know, so our own. I mean, we had to control our mind, and I think we managed to figure it out at the end and split.
젠지가 타임아웃 이후에 굉장히 좋은 대처법을 보여주기도 했었고 또 선수들 모두 자신감이 좋았는데요. 페이퍼렉스 자체는 젠지가 무엇을 할 인지에 대해서 좀 더 많이 걱정을 하고 그리고 페이퍼렉스 자체가 뭘 해야 될지에 대해서 좀 덜 생각하게 된 부분이 있었기 때문에 그런 장면들이 나온 것 같고요. 또 중요한 라운드를 좀 지는 이기지 못하는 모습들이 나왔는데 사실 그런 장면들에서 뭐 5대 3을 시츄에이션에서 지거나 또 감독님께서는 던진다고 표현을 해주셨는데 그렇게 되면 선수들의 멘탈이 약간 무너질 수도 있는 상황이 굉장히 많이 벌어진다고 합니다. 왜냐면 페이퍼렉스가 모든 라운드를 좀 완벽하게 탄탄하게 플레이하려고 했는데 이렇게 던지는 플레이들이 나오면 선수들의 멘탈이 많이 망가져서 이번 경기가 대체적으로 좀 흥분을 가라앉히고 또 감정적으로 플레이하지 않도록 마인드 컨트롤이 많이 필요했었고 또 그 부분에서 힘들었지만 스플릿에서는 드디어 좀 어떻게 해야 하는지 감정 컨트롤까지 잘 해결했던 것 같습니다.
또 감독님께 좀 이번 결승전에서 다시 한번 젠지를 만나게 됐는데 이것에 대해 부담감이 있었는지 그리고 젠지를 대비해 어떠한 준비를 했는지 궁금합니다.
This is a question for you, Alex. Again, having this rematch against Gen.G, was there pressure for you, and what did the preparation look like?
I mean, it was more like trying to win a BO5 after a long time rather than like actual pressure from Gen.G, like the team itself. I mean, we just prepared right after the game, you know, because we weren't sure whether Gen.G or T1 were gonna win, and I didn't really want to like spend extra energy preparing for 2 teams. For us during the week, we just tried to add new stuff to our game, you know, like maybe just refine our stuff. We didn't really prepare specifically for them until yesterday when I went back to watch all the VODs and then had some plans for today.
젠지가 파이널 상대여서라기보다는 그냥 페이퍼렉스가 다전제를 굉장히 오랜만에 치르기 때문에 거기서 오는 부담감이 있었는데요. 사실 누가 이길지 몰라서 T1과 젠지의 경기가 끝난 이후에 준비를 시작했다고 합니다. 왜냐면 두 팀 모두 를 대비해서 준비를 하기에는 너무 에너지가 많이 쓰일 것 같아서 이제 어제 경기가 끝나고 바로 준비를 시작했는데 젠지를 상대하기 위한 전략보다 페이퍼렉스 자체에 대해서 좀 그동안 하고 있는 것들을 업그레이드 시키고 거기서 변화를 주는 부분을 굉장히 많이 준비를 했다고 하고 그리고 이제 젠지의 경기를 돌려보면서 좀 분석도 했다고 하십니다.
네, 다음은 호세이큰 선수에게 질문입니다. 오늘 가장 위기였던 순간은 언제라고 생각하는지, 그리고 그 위기를 벗어나기 위해 어떠한 노력을 했는지 궁금합니다.
What would you say was the most dire situation, like a dangerous situation for PaperX today? And how did you guys navigate through that series and go through?
But again, what will I say for the what?
Dire means like the most difficult.
Yeah, most difficult, tricky, or like the moment that you felt like you almost lost.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would say like just round. I would say like maybe like 1v2. We lost that round and giving us like lost momentum. I think mostly just like the all the clutch round with like 3v5, 1v2.
Maybe a specific round.
Maybe for example on bind, where we 1v2, I think against Munchkin. Yeah. Oh yeah, backside. Yeah. Dapai just decided to pick him. But at this moment, Jing said just defuse. Dapai just died. Then we lost that round. I think giving us like
And your pistol round, okay, on elbow.
pistol round. Oh yeah. Pistol round also. Our pistol round it should be a win, but somehow I was wrong. Yeah, I think this round.
대체적으로는 좀 1대2 상황에서 좀 졌을 때 흐름이 끊긴 것 같다고 얘기를 했는데, 뭐 클러치 상황에서 3대5나 1대2에서 굉장히 좀 이기지 못했던 점이 아쉬웠다고 얘기를 하고 가장 위기였지 않나라고 얘기를 했는데요. 그래서 더욱더 자세한 상황은 예를 들어서 바인드에서 1대2 상황이었는데 먼치킨 선수가 백사이트에 있었는데 다바이 선수가 그냥 피킹을 하더라고요. 다른 선수들은 그냥 해체했는데, 피킹을 했기 때문에 그때 페이브렉스가 졌었고, 또 피스톨 라운드 때도 엘보 쪽에서 이겼어야 했었는데, 좀 콜이 어긋났기 때문에 그때도 졌었는데, 그렇기 때문에, 그런 흐름이 끊길 뻔했던 중요한 라운드들이 위기가 아니었나 싶다고 합니다.
네, 다음은 감독님께 질문입니다. 스테이지 1을 우승으로 마무리했는데 이번 시즌 스테이지를 팀에 대한 평가를 하자면 간단하게 부탁드립니다.
For Alex, now you guys just won the champions for mid-season stage 1. So how would you evaluate the team's form at the moment and the performance overall?
I mean, I would prefer a cleaner win, but I think it's good enough. Yeah, we're playing well. We're playing well. I think we are still in the midst of growing. We are still in the midst of trying a lot of stuff. So it's good to see that it's working. That means we at least have our reads on what's going on correct. I think we are well prepared to deal with anything that the new Viper is gonna show. I think we're in a good place. So I think we're good. Like 8 upon 10, 8 upon 10.
3대 0이었으면 좋았겠지만 그래도 오늘 우승을 했으니까 충분한 결과라고 생각을 하고요. 팀 자체도 아직 성장을 하고 있고 많은 것들을 실험하고 있는 중이기 때문에 좋은 결과를 가져올 수 있었다는 것 자체가 의미 있다고 생각하고요. 그리고 또 전반적으로 특히나 메타에 있어서 맥을 잘 짚고 있다는 느낌이 들고 앞으로도 좀 이제 너프를 먹은 바이퍼를 어떻게 대처할지에 대해서도 잘 준비된 것 같아서 굉장히 만족하고 있다고 얘기합니다.
네, 마지막으로 감독님께 마스터스를 위해 어떤 부분을 보완해야 하는지 그리고 마스터스를 위한 각오 부탁드립니다.
For Alex, now heading into Master Shanghai, what do you think the team needs to work on? And also, what's your mindset heading into the Masters?
Well, I mean, we just want to be better every day. Our main goal and our approach throughout our entire history together is to be better every single day, even by a little bit. Um, I think we need to work on breeze in a sense. I think it's I think it's not good if people can tell what we're gonna ban in a BO5. I mean that doesn't give us any advantage, you know. We need to make sure that we have a 7 map pool and be able to pick from that. I think that's the main thing we're gonna do. And as for mindset, as much as we want to win the tournament, our mindset in these tournaments are always the same. You know, like when you arrive in these tournaments, anything can happen. You know, you get the new meta, new patch. You know, so we have to be prepared for anything, and we have to understand that like anything can happen. You know, some days Demon One is just gonna stop you in the finals. You know, and there's nothing you can do about it. But we will try our best as always.
일단 마스터즈에서 보완할 점으로는 항상 페이퍼렉스가 더 잘하고 더 성장하고 매일매일 나아지는 모습을 보여주고 싶은데 마스터즈를 위해서 브리즈와 어센트를 좀 손봐야 할 것 같다고 하면서 상대가 우리의 벤이 뭐가 될지 예측할 수 있다는 건 그만큼 우리에게 이점이 없고 또 불리하게 작용할 수 있기 때문에 7맵 모두 탄탄하게 만드는 게 좀 우선시 돼야 페이퍼렉스가 맵 뱀픽에 있어서 좀 이점을 가져갈 수 있을 거라고 얘기를 하고요. 각오가 늘 마스터즈에 향하는 각오, 국제전에 향하는 각오는 같은데 이제 거기에 가서는 마스터즈에서 어떤 일들이 벌어지고 누가 이기고 누가 져도 이상하지 않기 때문에 패치도 새롭고 메타도 새로운데 거기에 대해서 대처할 준비가 돼 있어야 하고 잘 해석할 수 있어야 하기 때문에 항상 어떤 일이든 벌어질 수 있다는 마음가짐으로 좀 열심히 준비를 해야 할 것 같다고 얘기합니다.
All right, that's all for live questions. We'll now go to remote live questions. This one is for Alex from Strafe. Are there any teams that you're not looking forward to facing in the opening match in Shanghai?
Honestly, no, I think. But I haven't really given it much thought, to be honest.
Okay, this question is for Jing. We are not seeing a lot of explosive plays which the team is used to playing. Has Gen.G's strat caught the team off guard and worked to target PRX shortcomings?
Wait, sorry, I don't understand the question.
Let me repeat. We're not seeing a lot of explosive plays which the team is used to play. Has Gen.G's strat caught the team off guard and worked to target PRX shortcomings?
I mean, I think we still have some explosive plays. It's just that we just have to adjust and adapt to the way they play. So it's like you cannot just keep exploding or like keep playing explosive if they have like a good counter to it. So we're just adapting.
Okay, for Davai, you were very chill laying back for some rounds on Ice Fox. Were you confident that your team would take the map by then?
I mean, to be honest, this week my shoulder is kind of like killing me, you know. So sometimes I don't really feel my forearm that much. So I kind of have to keep adjusting to what kind of posture that makes me feel better in that moment. So I'm just like kind of like adapting, you know, to it. So I tried my Dota posture and it's kind of working for a few rounds. So yeah, why not, right?
One more question for Davai. Any words you may have for your fans?
I mean, I just want to say to my parents, right, to my mom and stuff, right? Fans. I mean, thank you for coming. Obviously, I've seen like a lot of familiar faces throughout the league, and thank you so much for spending your hard work money to come all the way here. You know, and I've seen like some of them came from NA and stuff. So yeah, hopefully we get to see you guys in Shanghai, and hopefully we get to do more fan signing in the future as well. So yeah, thank you.
Okay, last but not least, question from Alex. What do you think of recent cipher changes? Do you think it will affect the current meta, especially when Shanghai will be played on the new patch?
Cypher.
Right.
I mean, we don't even use Cypher, so I can't really tell. But I mean, it's good that I mean, I feel like it was quite strong. You know, like there's some rounds where people play Cypher on Lotus and they get like It's not can hear it. Yeah, sorry. There's some rounds where people get like three kills or 4 kills on Lotus. You know, and it's all off the trips. You know, it can be really difficult to deal with. I think if I recall correctly, on Bind DRX lost one round and they got caught by like the same trip 4 times in the same round, which is actually very hard to deal. It's honestly very hard to deal with. So the fact that it rearms a little bit slower gives us a little bit more chances. I think it's good for us, not good for Sentinel players, not good for Cypher players.
Okay.
I like it.
One more question. Can we expect Clove in your composition at Masters Shanghai?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's everything for today's press conference. Thank you guys for joining.
Thank you
Good luck.
for
Thank you very
having
much.
us.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.